Hello guys, welcome back to the series, welcome back to Football Manager 2023, welcome back to the Journeyman save, back here in Norway as the manager of Brann. Now before we get started, just a little apology really, there's probably going to be a lot of little jump cuts in this video. I don't feel very well, I'm coming down with something, you can probably hear it in my voice, I'm a little bit husky. I've got a really sore throat and I've got a cough as well, so there'll probably be a lot of pauses in this video. I'll do my best to edit them out, but yeah, hopefully it's not too bad. Middle of June and I'm ill. It's great, isn't it? Welcome back to Norway. We've had a okay season here at Brann. It's gone better than I've expected. Obviously, we'll have a quick look over what's going on. We'll start off as we always like to do with the finances. You can see that we are now £2.5 million in debt. Unfortunately, we're just losing money, like we always do. But we kind of have to be competitive. There's been no new transfers since you were last with us. Everything is going okay as far as the players are concerned. In terms of the schedule, it's been fairly decent. Of course, you were here for the fantastic 3-2 win over Bodø Glimt. We then picked up another win. It was a 3-0 over Lillestrøm. Now, I know Lillestrøm as hosting the Winter Olympics, I believe, many years ago. It might even be more recent than I think. But yeah, great 3-0 win. Havard Granheim, Jorgen Kolsvik and Tengel Stivang with the goals in this one. Restricted Lillestrøm to just the one shot on target. It was a really, really good performance. And we backed up that fantastic performance against Bodø Glimt with that. We then dropped points to fellow promoted team Sandefjord, 0-0 in this one. Even game, we both had exactly the same XG. Shots wise, we had slightly more. We played okay, not great. We were poor going forward, as you can see. Otterstad and Tegan weren't the best. But we did bounce back with a win against Strømsgodset. If I'm saying that right, probably not. Tengel Stingvang with the only goal of the game in the 85th minute. It was another close game really. We probably just edged it, as is reflected in the scoreline. And we backed that up in the cup against Lyngdal, a 3-1 win there, which was great. Unfortunately, we then lost in the league to Tromsø. 2-0 defeat here. Haglund with both the goals, 37 and 73 minutes. Yeah, we had our chances. We had the better XG. We just didn't put the ball in the back of the net, unfortunately. So disappointing to lose that one. We did bounce back against Molde, though. And now a nice 1-0 win. Stivang again with the only goal of the game in a game which was close. It was close. There was not a lot of goal mouth action going on in this one. So pleased to pick up the win, really. Next round of the cup against Hundvag. 13-0. Tells you everything you need to know there. Away from home, it's a packed stadium. Yeah, 13-0. Easy game. Unfortunately, possibly because of that easy game, when we came up against HamKam, I'm not going to try and say their full name because it's quite long, we did lose 2-1, and that was after taking the lead through Guillermo Ponce. Ollie Magnus Tolan got one back almost immediately, and then Ivar Olmedingen bagged the winner in the 94th minute for HamKam, which was rather disappointing, especially if you have a look at the XG graph in the bottom right hand corner. We were thoroughly dominant in this game, so it was disappointing to lose. Tegan's had a poor game again though, and Stivang's had a really poor game on that left hand side. But we did bounce back in the cup again against Bodø Glimt, another 3-2 win in this one. Fantastic. So we've beaten them twice now, the 18 times in a row champions here in Norway. And then most recently it's been Vålerenga. It was a 0-0 draw. They were the better team. We're probably lucky to get away with a draw in this one. Our goalkeeper Ford has had the man of the match performance, which does tell you, and we've struggled going forward again. So it's been an okay start to the season, and where that leaves us is currently in 8th position. Sandefjord, newly promoted alongside us. We beat them into 2nd place in the table last season. Sat at the top of the table, having only lost the one game. But we're in 8th. We're only 4 points off the top, which is great. Bodø Glimt have recovered. They're up to 3rd on 16, behind Lillestrøm, who, of course, we've beaten both Lillestrøm and Bodø Glimt this season, and Molde, who are ahead of us. But today we are going to be taking on Odd, who are right behind us in the table. We're also going to be taking on Viking, who are bottom of the table. So 2 games to go for today. In terms of goal scorers in the league, Stevang's up there, 5 goals. There's 4 of them joint for first place in the league, and Stevang's one of them. So he's sort of proven his worth at the minute. In terms of goals to minutes, though, it's 1 every sort of game and 3 quarters, which it could be better. But let's get into today's first game. It is away to Odd. And this is the lineup that we're going to go for today. It's going to be Guillermo Ponce as the right back, Hagen, Abrahamson and Urban as the rest of the defence. Ford continues in goal, of course. Kolsvik, Dam, Lidvet and Granheim in the midfield. Alonso does have a slight injury there, so we're going to put Stevang on the left-hand side. Tegan up front and Palumbo as the right-handed inside forward. And we're straight into the game, and it's straight into a highlight from Odd's kickoff. It is Jabo with the goal. Dahl Abson finds Sally looking down the line towards Vicken, but Abrahamson comes across, cuts that one out, and comes back to his goalkeeper, Ford. What can Ford pick out here with the ball? Brings it out of his area, finds Ponce into Kolsvik. Now Granheim. Back to Ford again. With 30 seconds into the game, and it's still going. Urban brings that down on his chest, finds Abrahamson. Urban again. Driving down the left-hand side, feeds the ball inside to Kolsvik. Ball forward to Dharma Lidvet. He's got options ahead of him. Granheim through the middle. Havard Granheim with his 4th goal of the season. What a way to start the game, straight from kickoff. There's a minute on the clock. Odd have not had the ball really since they kicked off. They've had about 3 touches, and we've stuck the ball in the back of the net. Also, guys, apologies if you can hear a dog barking in the background. My next door neighbour has the habit of letting the dog in the garden, and it just barks and barks and barks and barks, and she does absolutely nothing to stop it. I'm sick of it. It's been going on for about a year now. It's doing my head in to the point where I'm just going to let the dog out the gate one day. No, I'm not really. But the dog does do my head in. So apologies if you can hear it barking in the background. It'll probably be out there for another half an hour. So it's just the way things are. As now we get our second highlight. It is Urban with the throw-in on the left-hand side. Finds Stevang. Cuts inside onto that right foot. Still driving forward. Is he going to get an effort where he does? It's gone high and wide though, unfortunately for us. And at half-time, it's been a quiet first half considering how quickly we started with that opening goal in the first minute. That could be the only goal of the game. Urban again, left-hand side with a throw-in. Granheim picks it up. Urban again. Can he get the ball across? It's deflected up into the air. Oh my God, it's hit the crossbar. The deflected cross clatters off the crossbar. The goalkeeper was scrambling. But Dharm Lidvet does pick it up. Unfortunately, that is the end of the highlight. It has been a very, very quiet game. Odd are yet to have a shot on target, which is good. Palumbo and Tegan are not really having the best of games. And there's the full-time whistle, guys. What a quiet game. Really quiet. Thankfully, we got that goal in the first minute to pick up the 1-0 win. And then just having a quick look over the league table, obviously after that game, Bodø Glimt losing to bottom of the table Viking. Viking move themselves off the bottom now. Tromsø replaced them. Of course, Tromsø, the team who beat us. Sandefjord did win again, so they're currently 3 points clear at the top. We have moved up to 5th place on 17 points, just still the 4 off the top. Only 1 off 2nd place at Lillestrøm, who picked up a draw with Start. Right, guys, welcome back to the second game of the episode. It is a derby against Viking. It's the Best Vest derby, or is it Best I Vest? It's just an I, so I don't know if it's pronounced I or E. Best I Vest derby against Viking. So hopefully we can pick up another win. Of course, Viking did beat Bodø Glimt in the last game. We're going to stick with the same squad as last time. They did play okay. Palumbo and Tegan need to sort of buck their ideas up, really. Other than that, though, we did play quite well. So we'll stick with the same game. Palumbo is lacking a little bit of match sharpness. He's not he is and he isn't the regular starter. There's 2 or 3 of them who can play in that position. And I do try and rotate them as much as I can, just to try and keep them happy. But Viking, they're fair form. They're in better form than we are. We're inconsistent, apparently. No, surely ours is better. We've got more wins. They've lost 3 of the last 5. First highlight of the game, and it is a corner for Viking, which we've managed to head clear, but Mboob does get it there, but Palumbo does well to charge it down. Now he's charging it over the halfway line. Sobak does really well and gets back to him, though. Michael finds Christiansen. Abrahamson, all the time in the world to pick that one up. He's under no pressure. Finds Urban down the line into Granheim. Granheim over the top towards Tegan, who doesn't really have the pace. I'm not going to try and pronounce that guy's name. I saw O'Michael on the end of it, so we'll go with that. Hagen pulls that down at the air. Finds his left back, Urban. Driving forward to Stivang. Now Granheim again. Urban into Abrahamson. Looking for another quick start here. Urban again. Driving towards that byline. It looks to get the crossing. Does get the crossing towards Dam Lidvet. And we have made that fantastic start again. Dam Lidvet with his second goal of the season in front of a packed stadium. It's absolutely chocker here. They've all come to see the derby game. It's a great finish. Great work down the left-hand side by Urban. It's a fantastic cross into the box. What's Dam Lidvet's late run? Gets his head on the end of it, and it's a bullet header past the goalkeeper to make it 1-0 and move us up the table into second place. As Granheim now with this free kick. Can we get on the end of this one as well? We can't. It's headed clear by O'Michael, but Kolsvik is going to pick it up. He's tackled though, but he does well to hold the Viking player up there. O'Michael again to Mirvang. Ball forward, Abrahamson, calm as you like. Dam Lidvet, the goal scorer. He's tackled well though. And now it's Christiansen. Again, they've gone long over the top. It's easy for our defenders that just to pull the ball down out of the air, and we've calmly rolled it back into Ford, who feeds Urban, the creator for the first goal. Comes back to Abrahamson. Urban again. Abrahamson to Kolsvik. He's got Dam Lidvet, the goal scorer, ahead of him. Little chip ball over the top towards Granheim for 2. It's a good save. Tegan gets there. He's hit the post. Tegan's hit the post. The goalkeeper, it was a good save. He probably could have pushed it a bit further away from the goal to stop Tegan getting on the end of it. But Tegan's managed to hit the post with it somehow. And now we come again with Abrahamson into Hagen. Hagen still holds onto the ball. Feeds the ball back to Ford. Abrahamson to Urban. Ikinga Urban. Ball over the top for Stivang. He's got support with Tegan. Espen Tegan with his 5th goal of the season. Makes it 2-0 to Brann in the 19th minute. And this is a fantastic way for the derby to go so far. It's a great ball over the top by Urban again. Stivang, little bit lucky with the cross, but it's a fantastic finish on the volley by Tegan. As Viking look to get back into the game on the half-hour mark, it's Estevek to Mboob. Ball into the box, and they've hit the post themselves. Can we get the ball clear? We somehow managed to scramble it clear. That was a little bit of a loft. They've hit the post. But can we go down the other end and make it 3 now? Granheim with the corner looking for Hagen. It's headed clear. Urban gets it back in towards Ponce. Urban again. Ball into the box towards Abrahamson. And we have Vegard Abrahamson with his first goal of the season. 3 minutes after Viking hit the post, we go and score our 3rd goal of the game to surely put the game out of sight now. As far as Viking concerned, it's Urban. He's had a good game, Urban, hasn't he? It's another great ball in. It's another fantastic head. I don't know where the goalkeeper's going. What's he coming off his line for there? If he'd stayed on his line, it's an easy save for him. But no, 3-0 to Brann. And at half-time, it remains 3-0. Viking, they're in the game. They are in the game, but obviously the 3 goals is the big difference. Looking to make it 4 early in the second half. Ponce finds Kolsvik, ball across. It's hoofed clear by Christensen, but Hagen's the only one there to pick it up. Now Urban, Abrahamson, Granheim. Has he got any runners ahead of him? Abrahamson against Stivang. Urban, can he get his 3rd assist of the game? Feeds Stivang instead. Ball pulled across, and Tegan puts it in for his 6th of the season. And it's 4-0. The defender made a real mess of that one in the area, and the ball fell to Tegan nicely with just the keeper in front of him. It was an easy finish. We're playing some good football today, guys. We're playing some good football. It's a good cutback. The defender, Christensen, don't know what he's doing. Ball falls to Tegan, and 4-0. 4-0. What a great game. And we're looking to make it 5. It's Urban. Long ball forward towards Tegan. Pulls it down. Looking for his hat-trick, feeds it square across to Palumbo instead to make it 5-0. And Sven Inge Palumbo gets his 1st goal of the season from that right-hand side. He's just about to come off as well because he's looking very tired, as is Stivang. So we're going to have a change on the wings. But O'Michael's asleep. Tegan's behind him. Can't be offside from a throw. And, of course, unselfish to pull it across for Palumbo to make it 5-0. And we're looking to pile the misery on further with this free kick from Granheim. It's a good one, just over the bar from Granheim. I told you guys, we never score them. If that was a Viking free kick, that would have flown into the back of the net. But no, because it was a Brann one, hasn't gone in. It's Kosvik wins that header. Finds Solheim new onto the pitch for Ponch. Ponch giving the ball away. It's a poor clearance to Mboob. Ponch does get back to him. Stay on your feet, lad. You're on yellow card. And Boob tries to get the ball in, but it's well closed down by two of our players there, and the ball falls kindly to Ponce. It's probably Ponche. It's Spanish, isn't it? As Tegan takes it past his man, feeds Malochan. Malochan was offside anyway. It did look offside to me, but he really should have been finishing that there from that sort of range. And we're still looking to make it the 6 as Ponche, and Boob just hoofs it against his own player, I think, as Jarozek brings the ball forward. Chen Jimjeng, or Jiming? Chen Jiming. Ball across into the box. They've nearly got one back through Eskavik. That's a good save. Comfortable save for Ford, really. And 5-0. Espen Tegan picking up the man of the match performance. That was a great game. Great game of football. And after that round of fixtures, guys, Boda did pick up a win. A 1-0 win against Kristiansund. Sandefjord were beaten by Odd. So they're off the top of the table finally. Lillestrøm did pick up the 3-1 win against Molde, so they now move to the top. But after our fantastic 5-0 win, we now find ourselves in third place in the table, just the 1 point off the top of the table, which is highly, highly unexpected. Can we win the title this season in Norway? That would be some achievement, wouldn't it, as a newly promoted side? And against all the odds as well, you do fancy that Bodø Glimt are going to come back really strong, though, as the season goes on. But guys, thank you for being here as always. Apologies if the video's a bit jumpy. I don't think it's been that bad actually. I've only had to stop it once or twice, and apologies for my husky voice. My throat is really sore. Yeah, guys, good episode. We've picked up 2 wins. Hopefully we can continue that. But thank you very much for being here, guys. Please remember to hit that thumbs up button for me and the subscribe button. Like I always say, it does help me out massively. As things stand, we're pushing towards 200 subs. We're getting there. We are getting there. It's slow but steady, the rise, which is good. You know, it's my fault. I should be a bit more creative, but it is what it is. But guys, thank you very much, and I will catch you all in the next episode. So cheers, guys. See you later.